guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and I hope you all are doing good. Today I am here with another video, and today's video is a little bit informative, or you can call it an educational video. Yes, you heard it right. In today's video I am going to talk about COVID-19. As we all know that COVID-19 is an ongoing global pandemic for almost a year and a half, and by now everyone is expert to talk about COVID, its mode of transmission, signs, symptoms, and some of its preventive measures. And in this video today I'm going to brief about it. As we all know, virus was first identified in December 2019 in Wuhan, China. Later on, WHO declared it as pandemic on 11th March 2020. We all know that there is a first wave or the preliminary wave of COVID-19 for 1.5 years. Now after 1.5 years, we can see surge spike in number of regions, and I would like to talk about it in my next video. Before that, I want to brief about COVID-19. Brief you about the coronavirus and its name. What is this coronavirus? It is a group of a virus which consists core of genetic material, and this genetic material is surrounded by the spike-like protein, or in general we can say that outer surface of this virus is covered by crown-like structure or the crown-like protein, and this crown is a Latin word which means corona. From there the name corona came. And we all know there are various types of corona, nearly more than 100 types of viruses. Out of them, 7 of them are danger for human body, or the 7 viruses affect human. 4 out of 7 causes mild to moderate symptoms like influenza, or we can call it upper respiratory tract infection or the symptoms, and remaining 3 out of 7 virus causes major deadly pneumonia. Actually, it transfers person to person through droplet. Suppose an infected person, while coughing, sneezing or talking, they may release this droplet, and other unaffected person, the person who is close to him, or when we touch the object which is infected with droplet, or we touch our eye, nose, mouth with same head, then virus may transmit. And we all know that virus is highly contagious and increase morbidity and mobility, or in common word we can say it increase sickness or death rate. And what is the incubation period? Usually average incubation period is 5 to 6 days. It ranges from 1 to 14 days. And now I'm going to explain you how the virus enter our body or affect our immune system. First, virus enters through nose and mouth. As I mentioned before, this virus has a spike, so they are attached to the human cell surface, and then they fused and it hijack our host cell machinery, and it start to replicate its own gene, and multiplication occurs and new virus start budding. The symptoms: 80% of the cases are mild to moderate and develop like influenza-like symptoms such as dry cough, cough, fever, sore throat, fatigue, body pain, and some of them even lost the sense of smell and taste. Now we need to understand when the symptom becomes severe. When this virus start moving towards the lower respiratory tract like bronchioles and alveoli. And let me explain you about alveoli. These alveoli are the air sac where exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide occurs. When this virus affect our immune system and start moving from upper respiratory tract to lower respiratory tract, it inflames our bronchioles and alveoli. Then this alveoli is filled with fluid. When alveoli is filled with fluid, then there will be decrease in air in the alveoli, and the patient get difficulty to get oxygen. Then it causes shortness of breath, or you can say difficulty in breathing. Due to that, pneumonia, acute respiratory disease occurs. So Therefore, some patients need ventilator to breathe, and some may have organ failure, and death may occur. Then we need to understand that who are more vulnerable to this virus. Actually, high risk people like people with diabetes, chronic kidney disease, heart disease, renal transplant, thalassemia, any cancer patient are more vulnerable to this virus. But it's the fact that even if we are young, we are not immune. What are these prevent? First of all, we need to wash our hand regularly with soap and water, or we can use alcohol-based hand rub. Wear the mask whenever you are in public place. Maintain at least 6 feet in distance from people. Cover your mouth and nose while coughing and sneezing with tissues, and immediately throw that tissue in the dustbin, or use your flex elbow for coughing or sneezing. If you have any flu-like symptoms, please do not go out. First do teleconsultation and follow your physician advice accordingly. And please do not hesitate to share your contact and travel history. Now we come to the treatment. Usually supportive treatment for 80% of the people with mild and moderate symptoms, and others with severe respiratory illness patient may need ICU care or even ventilator support. At last, in this video, I will talk about vaccine. Scientists around the world had worked hard to make this happen. After a lot of clinical trial, now so many vaccines are already developed and many more are coming soon. As of now, all those vaccine has been tested in the people above 18 and not in pregnant. So people above 18, except pregnant ladies, all can take vaccine. Okay guys, I will explain about vaccine in my next video. I hope you guys like my videos. So if you like my videos, please do like, share and subscribe. And those who are new to my channels, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. And now signing off. Hope to see you in next video. Bye bye. Take care and stay safe, stay healthy. Bye bye.